This time on Scott's Garage, we're going to install a new set of smart Christmas lights.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Hello and welcome. Today we're going to install a set of Christmas lights on the house. Not just any Christmas lights, but really smart ones. They hook to my phone. There's an app. I can change the colors. They're LED. Just about everything anybody could want. They're pretty cool. And definitely better than those old hanging, sagging bulbs that I used to have. If you're like me, when you first got a house or apartment or something like that, you were really excited to get your string of lights and put them up. I remember when I had my first apartment, I got a couple of strings of lights, and I went out on the balcony because that was the only place I could really do it. And I strung them around the balcony and put tinsel and all that kind of stuff. And it was really fun. I really enjoyed it. Then years later, when I was able to get a house, I was really enjoying putting up the Christmas lights. And these are the old bulb type, and put up the Christmas lights. And you do that for a few years, and it's kind of fun. After about 10 years, it's like, okay, this is getting to be kind of a chore. Then after about 20 years, it's like, I wish there was a better way than going up in the attic, getting a dirty, dusty box, Christmas lights, getting them all the way down, getting them to work. Half the time they don't. And then they're all kind of dirty and dim and lame, and putting them up on the house, and then you hit the light and the neighbors' lights are way better, and these are kind of dim, and half of them are burned out and they're sagging all over the place. They look terrible, but I'm really just like through with Christmas lights, putting them up, taking them down. It's just a chore that I don't need to do anymore. So hopefully this is the last time I ever have to put up Christmas lights, because these stay up all year long. You put them up kind of under the eaves. They're very small. They're compact. They don't stick out or anything. You can't tell, hey, he's got his Christmas lights up all year long. You can't tell that. It's behind the eaves. But what you can do is then when, I don't know, St. Patrick's Day rolls around, you can have green coming down on your house. When it's Valentine's Day, you can do pink. You can change them. You could coordinate with music and have it strobing. There's different things you can download. So lots and lots of cool, fun things that you can do with these that maybe will re-spark my interest in putting up Christmas lights. Works with Alexa. Works with Google Home. Okay, here's how the basic system works. Plug, adapter, just some cable. Here's an on-off plug, but when you push this button, the controller, then we have lights. Looks pretty nice. And not sure what's going on here or how many different colors they do, but I'm sure you can control all this with your phone. And so they work. Let's figure out how to put them up on the house.
Fudge.
Only I didn't say fudge. heat of battle, my father wove a tapestry of obscenity that, as far as we know, is still hanging in space over Lake Michigan. I have since heard of people under extreme duress speaking in strange tongues. I became conscious that a steady torrent of obscenities and swearing of all kinds was pouring out of me as I screamed.
And just taking a moment now to notice your thoughts, how your thoughts are going down a negative spiral, and continue to just affect your emotions, and your emotions affect your thoughts, and your thoughts affect your emotions. So just noticing this negative cycle.
Okay, so here's what I do. I don't use the red backed double stick tape that's there, because that would stick them here and it would just point straight up into the rafters. But what I do is I mark here, wipe the dirt off the back, put some another double stick tape on this surface, and then I stick it right to here. And that's what we do. What I do here is just take the pencil out of my mouth and then just cut a piece about like that. Take this piece and we'll stick it on there. Peel this off. And then stick. And anaconda squeeze. Anaconda squeeze.
Anaconda squeeze!
And then put these over there. And then we move along to the next one. Now I just need to clean up kind of all of this rat's nest. This is the beginning of the string. You just saw there the end of the string, and I just have it loop through there. And we can do a lot better than that. can like drill a hole up in there or something. We'll come up with something. The last thing to do is to download the app to your phone. Just like everything else, you're going to control it with your phone mostly, not really using that switch that was in a previous scene there. So what you want to do is connect it to Wi-Fi like anything else and give it a name, name your home or your light system. And then there's a couple basic things that everybody's going to want to do. The first thing you want to do is sort of pick a theme. Now, there's lots of things you can do with this app. You could spend hours and hours. You can create your own themes. You can download other people's themes. But if you just want to get started, basically what you're going to do is go to Scene. And then below Scene, there's a whole bunch of choices like Christmas tree, Christmas present, something like that. So pick one of those, and that'll get you started with your Christmas lights. And then the last thing that most people want to do, I mean, before they dive into the really sophisticated stuff, is set the on off. So what you do is you go to timer, and then this is a little tricky. I had a little bit of a problem with this, and I actually had to ask neighbor John about it, and he was able to help me with it. And this is 24 hours. So you set an on, which is like when it gets dark, and you can set an off. And it's a 24-hour clock. So if it's like 5 o'clock in the evening, so that's 17, and then go off at 2300 hours, something like that. All right. Well, I think that just about does it here on Scott's Garage. Thanks for watching. I hope you had a good time, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.